Did you get the sense from your vantage point that something was wrong with Childs? Because he clearly was complaining for 3 3/4 quarters.
I just didn't see the dude that I saw before, but I thought some of that might have to do with the tone set early about the Nebraska defense getting after him. But yeah, he didn't look like himself that I'd seen him earlier. But I think some of it really does have to do with the way Nebraska got after him early. And if you hit, as you know, if you set a tone early on a quarterback, they're going to start seeing ghosts and start hearing steps and all that stuff, and they're going to be a different dude. So I give some credit to Nebraska putting Aiden Childs in a different position, and they, credit their approach because while he got loose a few times, he certainly did not break the bangers that Bryce Underwood did. So that's good on Nebraska's defensive front. I thought they really played an improved game, albeit, people might say, oh, well, they still gave up whatever points. But you know what? I thought they took a step on Saturday.
And I thought it was pretty misleading, to be honest. And Nebraska their national ranking giving up points per play defensively would support my premise. I get what they put on the score, but I watched how they did it, and I don't know. I wasn't alarmed at any one particular thing.
Yeah, and even that long, the long annoying drive in the first quarter, which, the one that was like 19 plays or whatever, right? I mean that was it was just like, oh my God, just get them off the field. But even that they were just kind of dinking dunking and just taking they weren't getting explosive plays like they were giving up in weeks past. So I'm with you. I thought the defense played sure they gave up 27 points, but on paper, but you know what? I thought they played a much better game. And and the pressure they got to the quarterback, they might not have gotten home, but at least they got to the quarterback and made their presence felt. And I'll tell you, in a span of 5 games, Williams Nwaneri.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was thinking that this guy was going to come in and maybe come in on maybe certain pass play downs and whatever. This guy has taken a step or 2 or 3 forward in the 5 games. I think he's going to be a guy, man, and he's already a guy, but he is going to be a guy before he leaves Lincoln.
AK, you pay me to know what I'm talking about, and I was not right about this. I
thought we were at least a year away.
So maybe not a full year, but I thought
from looking
after
like this
after the spring, like full truth serum, I was like, I was talking to a couple former guys, and I said, you can tell he could do these drills, AK, and it was unbelievable in his bend, but then you'd watch him in team, and I'm like, I don't think you can get away with that. Not interior, like it'll be risk reward.
Sure.
So I kind of liked Hofkin and Petschok a little more in terms of not their upside, but their readiness to play. So what Nebraska did, which I think they need to get, they situationally found a way, because this is part of development, right? They situationally found a way to get him acclimated in a hurry by taking less off his plate and letting him dominate that. They'll go back and add more later, but it's like, okay, this is what he does well. We're just let him do this. And I go back to something Coach Butler said in the coaches' clinic. This is way back in February, and he's got all these coaches of varying aptitudes and success rates, and he goes, I'm just telling you guys, I've been in the NFL for X amount of years. I've seen a lot of defenses. He said one of the things we take for granted is we let our players do what they're good at. And there's kind of this awkward silence in the room, kind of chuckled. And he goes, no, I'm serious. How many of you guys, you come up with these schemes and these plans, and then you go back and you ask yourself, okay, why isn't my guy doing this? And then you have to say, well, is he good at it? He goes, we work backwards in our process. And he showed these cut-ups of like Shavers. He goes, right now, Shavers is an elite level blitzer. So what do you think we should let him do? We should probably let him blitz. right? And I just was like, oh, okay. And then I look at what's happening defensively. Donovan is a natural boundary corner. It's not as easy as playing Wright, Jones, and Marshall. He thrives at a certain role playing corner. Let him do that, right? It's just the little nuances of allowing guys to flourish at what they're really good at, I think is pretty underappreciated. And Wanari, listen, AK, I'm an OC. It's you. You're like Norm Chow. You're like Norm Chow Kendeigh, right? And you're thinking, shoot, 15's on one side. This 96 is on the other. They got these two other guys in the middle on the sick. Oh God, we may have Houston. We may have a problem. You know what I mean? Like that's how you have to start to maybe think now.
Yeah, and tell me how to have a guy on the edge. It's been a minute since Nebraska's had oh boy, you got to account for this guy. You got to account for 96. You got to account for 15, and you've got to really. And then you want to pass? Yeah, good luck with that with the defensive back end that they've got right now, and the depth that they have in the defensive backfield is just. I mean, oh my goodness! You take out Malcolm Hartsock, who has started how many games, right?
Yeah.
And it hasn't missed a beat. Right?
Yeah. Sierra Wright handling that nickel tackling role has been impressive.
Oh, he's been terrific, and Sierra Wright doesn't get the credit, obviously, because how many times does he get thrown balls at, right? I mean, the guy, people just stay away from that guy. Yeah. And I
think Michigan,
and sometimes he's in the nickel, right? It's like.
Yeah,
how they situationally move him, I
think Michigan State doubled the pass attempts against him for the season. He went from 5 to 10 because Michigan State tried 5 times. So he's got 10 through 5 games.
And you know what, fellas? The other guy that we don't talk about is Javen, right?
Yeah.
So he had 10 tackles, and for people who don't know his story, I'm sure most of your listeners do, but I mean, it's just kind of good on Jay. Like, it's one of those stories that you're like, God, you know what? Good for him. He's playing his 7th year college football, and he's playing his best football, and I'm just happy for the guy because he's such an engaging personality when you get to talk to him, and he's a guy that you leave an interview with, and you're like, God, we're not supposed to root for guys, right? But you root for guys like that, right? I mean, you want good things to happen for a guy who's overcome so much adversity. And what does he do on Saturday? He just leads the team in tackles and, picks up, 3.5 TFL.
And didn't love the way that he played against Michigan, right? His bounce, but he just, I mean, that's resolve.
Yep. And this is why, I actually am looking forward to Saturday because I really do. I watched the Maryland game against Wisconsin yesterday in the office, and, I like this matchup, and yeah, I think Washington's a terrific talent, and he will be an awesome quarterback before he's done, and he can really sling it. But I like this matchup, defense versus offense for Nebraska. I like the Blackshirts matchup this Saturday. I really cannot wait to see what John Butler cooks up for this young quarterback.
Isn't it amazing how in just a few short weeks the narrative on Coach Butler has shifted in a hurry? Now it's what's he going to get in the lab and do? 2 weeks ago it was, man, do we miss Tony White? You know what I mean? It was
yeah, right.
No, seriously, I don't think that's not hyperbole, right?
No, you're right. It's just funny.
It's just it's hilarious.
Coupled with that, what Florida State's done the last couple of weeks is it's such a buckle up, the roller coaster ride, because that's what college football is. And so right now, I like where Nebraska's at in terms of defensively. Now, offensive, you can nitpick their middle 2 quarters and all that stuff, but for what they did playing complimentary football Saturday with special teams and the defense, I mean, that was we hadn't seen that in a long time for a Nebraska team to really get put over the top thanks to defense and special teams, and I think that really, really was the key Saturday.
AK, when you're looking at kind of strength on strength, right? Maryland gets after the passer. Really, they're top 5 in the country in points per play defensively. Nebraska, conversely, really good offensively and points per play. Rubber's going to meet the road here at some point. Which of the game within the game kind of, I think Maryland is really poor with their kick coverage, right? Nebraska's been exceptionally good in their kick return game. But when you're writing a future headline for Sunday morning, what do you think grabs the headline first?
I think it's going to be. I think I'm going to stay on the special teams. I think it's going to be a special performance by Nebraska. I think they're going to take another step. I think Ja'Cory Barney is so damn close to getting one finally to the end zone. I think he is so dynamic and a game changer. Think about the field position of where they started each drive for Nebraska.
Yeah.
I think that's such a you just take it for granted, and when you look back, you're like, oh yeah, I remember when Nebraska would either fair catch or let the ball bounce or whatever, and they were backed up inside their own 20. Well, that makes the field longer. Well, look at what happened when the defenders can stick the gunners, and Ja'Cory Barney has 10 yards in front of him, or he can make a guy miss and get 10 yards in front of him. That is such a key factor. And I think, too, looking at Maryland's defense, they've got some guys, no question, that Nebraska's going to have their hands full. Like that number one, that Wingate guy, he is
twitchy.
I saw him.
He's twitchy.
Oh yeah, made play after play after play against Wisconsin. He was a difference maker, and that Sidney Stewart's pretty good too. And I tell you, they're going to. It's not going to be an easy afternoon in College Park, but I do think that Nebraska will do enough offensively to keep Maryland at bay. And whether it's quick passes, screens, whatever to negate their coverage, or maybe they go quick slant, what have you. I think they will be able to move the ball if they can protect Dillon, and that's always obviously the number one key to moving the ball offensively for Nebraska.
That is our guy, Andy Kendeigh, KETV. AK, appreciate the time as always. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, AK.
Thanks, fellas. DB, have a good weekend down there in Maryland.
Hey, so what are you doing?
I'm anchoring Lauren Michelson making the road trip. She's making the road trip this weekend, so take care of her, all right?
Fudge. I don't know if we'll be anywhere near the hemisphere of where regular people are. I mean, did you not hear the travel itinerary?
I did.
But Butler was hilarious. He goes, I don't know, Bethesda, College Park, wherever it is we're getting our workout in.
There's a lot of unknown cities around those parts, but for us people from the Midwest,
it's like where's Waldo? And Coach Rule, he's got to love it. It's like, this is the schedule. I'll tell you where to be and what the times are on a need-to-know basis.
I wonder what you're going to do all day Friday. That's what I want to know.
Well, I'm gonna help get this thing off the rails with Ravi on Friday morning, so I'll work a normal day. Friday night, I will be glued starting at 5:55 with our pregame and our staff with Elkhorn South.
Yep, that's our monster matchup, by the way.
Hey, we got to. Hey, back to back. You'll know right where we're at. We've got Elkhorn South this week and prep next week.
I saw that. I was like, holy cow, who did you tick off in the scheduling office? My goodness.
Apparently the same people whoever made the Class B schedules.
Yeah. Shout out Elkhorn North and that schedule.
That district is ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
We need to win, AK. I mean, that Central loss screwed us up for district play.
I hear you. And these are real testers for you guys, because Elkhorn South, I mean, that Sutco kid is something else.
Yeah.
And Creighton Prep showed me something last week. Holy cow, did they take it to Central?
Yeah.
So
a lot of people think he's the best back in the state, and we've got a guy on pace for 2K, so something's got to give.
Exactly. What a great matchup that's going to be Friday night. That's going to be
sensational.
So.
Thanks, AK.
All right, AK. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right. Thanks, fellas. Take care.
That's Andy Kendeigh from KETV.